All right, next up here we got number 10. So same idea here. We're going to try to write this in all three forms, but on this one it's a little bit different because we are not given the slope. But anytime we're given 2 points, remember we can always find the slope by doing our y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So in this case, that would be -4 minus -1. Just subtracting my y values here. That'd be y1 and y2. And then x1 and x2 are here. So then that would be 3 minus 4. So then remember, whenever we have a negative on the second position, that's going to turn into a plus plus. And so that's going to give me -3 there, -4 plus 1 up top, and then a -1 on bottom, which -3 divided by -1 is going to be +3. All right, so now I have my slope, and so now I'm going to use the point slope form, is always where I start there. So we're going to use that one, and we're going to use the first point. So I'm going to say y minus -1 equals m times x minus 4. So I'm getting those numbers from my first point there, and my m is my slope. All right, so then remember we always, if we have a minus minus, we switch that to a plus. Oops. And we'll leave it like that, and that is our point slope form right there. Okay, next up we'll switch that into the slope-intercept form by distributing the 3. So then we get y plus 1 equals 3x minus 12. And then we'll isolate y by subtracting 1 over to this side. So that gives me y equals 3x minus 13. Lastly, we want to use the standard form, so that means we need to get the x and the y on the left. And so I'm going to subtract my 3x over to this side. So I get -3x plus y equals -13. However, I don't like that negative, so I'm going to multiply this by a -1. And that's going to give me 3x minus y equals 13. All right, next up, number 11. I'm not going to do this one, but I'll just kind of show you the answers here, so if you want to try it on your own. So I got the slope as -1. It said use the second point for your point slope, so I went ahead and did that. So there's my point slope, there's my slope-intercept, my y equals mx plus b, and then there's my standard form. All right, next up we're going to take a look at one-word problem here. So it says, I grew and harvested corn this summer in my garden. The little corn plants were initially 5 inches tall when I planted them. Each week they grew 7 inches. So we're going to write an equation here. So just like we've been doing, we want to identify the slope and the y-intercept. And so I see initially that's like the starting amount here. And so that's our y-intercept, or as I always call it, our beginning. And so that's going to be 5. And then the slope is kind of the repeated one over and over again. So that in this case is going to be 7. So I'm going to say that m will be 7 here. And so I'm going to say y equals 7x plus 5 is our equation. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this here. So we'll start off with our y-intercept is here at 5. So that'll just, let's see, what's our scale here? Oh, I guess it's 2. Every line is 2. So I'll go right in between there. So in between the, because this one would really be a 6 right here. So 4, 6, 8. So then in between that would be 5. And then we're going to go up 7 over 1. So then my next one, and you might even want to get this. So if I made a table here, at 0, it would be 5. So then at 1, it would be 5 plus 7. So that would be 12. And then at 2, it's going to be another 7. So that'll be 19. And then at 3, it's going to be another 7. So that's going to be 26. And you could keep going if you wanted to. I think that's probably enough to just draw your line. So the corn is hypothetically going to keep going. Oh, and it says label label the variables. So this one is the weeks, is the x, and then this is the height, and that's in inches is the y.